What to do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Um, got a call from a brother, man, respected in this battle rap game. Head Ice. He called me. We had a nice conversation. The brother showed me a lot of respect. He let me know that I'm a respected dude in the battle rap community amongst a lot of the battle rappers, and that when it come to my platform, it's the most respected platform in battle rap. It's what he said out his mouth over basically everybody. Um, he filled me in on a lot of things that were going on behind closed doors concerning the quantum physics rant against him. And the brother went deep on some things that he didn't have to share with me at all. But I knew he was genuine on what he was saying to me, because the things he was telling me, he didn't have to tell me at all, nor let me in on. And it got deep. It got real deep and real. And for that to be my first time speaking to him, and that brother trusted me over the telephone line like that, not knowing if I would be recording like a lot of these shiesty dudes be doing in this game, not knowing if I had other people on the line listening and things like that. But for him to confide in me with the information that he gave me, knowing that I'm also a blogger, that a lot of people would jump to things like this just to get the views off these things. But to trust me with the information that he gave me, it really confirmed what he was telling me from the very get-go. And he let me in on what really happened, what really went down, play for play, and let me know of the ongoing situation that's surrounding these allegations. With that being said, I took down the video that QP was saying against him. And out of respect for that situation that's happening even now, I want to address something, and I want to speak to QP on some real stuff. Quantum physics, man. I know sometimes emotion can get the best of you. It get the best of us all sometimes, depending on who the person is that's pushing our buttons. I just want to say something to you, brother, because like I warned you before when you were showing the gun and you were ranting against John Doe, and you were saying a lot of stuff to Black Ice, and you were saying a lot of things about Qleen paper, and you were doing a lot of exposing without even knowing you was exposing things. I don't know what's going on in your mind, little bro. I don't know what's going on in your head, but what I want to tell you is, like, say for instance, when you put Qleen out there about the headlight situation, whether or not it's true or not, whether or not what is, I for one don't really know. But if Qleen is your brother and that's who you really love, and he's your guy like that, you don't throw him under the bus. You don't throw things out there exposing a situation that people don't know about anyway. You get what I'm saying? You don't, even if you, like when you spoke on the ghostwriting things, if that's your brother, if it's really love like you say it is, and that's a brother who you would fight with, go to war with, shoot somebody over, what business is that of ours? Even if he did some street stuff, some gangster stuff, what business is that of ours? When you know that in this battle rap community, information, even the slightest of it, is very, very vital out here in this situation, when all these other platforms is out here to receive it, in the Facebook groups, and on Twitter, in YouTube, in Instagram. And you just doing a lot of exploiting and exposing at the expense of your own liberty and body. You understand what I'm saying, brother? Is this making any sense? As a grown man, whether you operating legally or illegally, it's not for the internet to know at all. And when you have love and respect for your peers, your brothers, your guys, the evidence of that is actually putting yourself aside for the better good of others. Do you understand what that means? That means don't think so much of yourself. Be mindful of the other person who you considering to have love and respect for before you throw them out there. Before you throw them out there. What you did. And why we saw the response from Qleen Paper snapping back the way that he did, and to clear up anything you put out there against him that will tarnish his name and brand, which it possibly did. Now, as far as like the street stuff with the guns and fighting and the past history of the war thing going on with brothers, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. The reason why this is very dangerous, quantum physics, is this. Because just like it's other people who cares about maybe you and Qleen, it's other people that care about Head Ice and other people you was involved in. And you see how this all get mingled up? And it's dangerous because you now is supposed to be now a part of the URL, which most of all day events take place in New York, where these brothers is located at, where they homies is, where they teams is, where you may possibly, potentially be going flying out to do battles and events at. You got to be mindful of these things. Brothers really need to get it together when it comes to the social media and these internet. Certain things, when you know that your life and liberty is at line, it should not be exploited on these social media platforms at all. Your every move, you sitting there telling people what you gonna do, you showing a gun. Do you know how dangerous that is, brother? When you flashing pistols and you telling people what you going to do to them, do you know you already at a disadvantage once you do that and you showing your face doing that? Now what happens is you allow a person not to even give you the chance or opportunity because they already know what you holding them and packing. You got to be mindful of that, man. And you don't throw your guys under the table of things that you know what they done in past history. You don't do that. You should know better, especially being a brother who's so-called from the street, who understand how streets operate and move. My advice to all you brothers, every last one of y'all, from Qleen to Quantum to Head Ice to Swade to Mav Hoffa, think before you act. Measure up the risk and what's at risk before you act. Do not do anything desperate for a moment that will end your eternity. That will start your eternity, rather. A lot of people have lost their lives and end up in prison for not being patient and sitting back and allowing things to roll over and weighing up the what's at stake and acting out on emotions and something desperating in a moment that cost them their lives and their freedom. Don't do that. And never let a fool beat you at his game, because he'll make a fool out of you. Usually when guys is out of order and they have a history of doing these foolish things and always into it, what happens is they end up running into another fool just like them. And two fools meeting up together is like two rams. They on a crash course collision for destruction. And whether you letting the fool take you down, let another fool take him down. Because trust me when I tell you this, you're not going to be the first, you're not going to be the last. When people operate like this, it's only a matter of time before they into it with somebody else, till eventually it ends up catching up with them. But you don't let a fool beat you at their own game. You brothers need to be wise. You brothers need to be more responsible and more thinking of others than yourself. So before y'all commit any crimes or do anything that you may hurt yourself, think about your children. Think about your life. Think about the living God. Think about who you love. And that should be enough to humble you from doing something you may end up regretting. And this your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.